Hey everyone, how you guys doing tonight? Today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, we got another adjuncts moment for you guys, where we're going to just talk about adjuncts that we brought. And if you guys have the link in the back end, you're more than happy to come on up. Or if you have a beer out there, you're more than happy to come up with you. Just no hams. Yeah, so I got Bumpy Road Brewery here. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And had some technical difficulties there, so we're sorry we're a little late. But welcome to the chat. We got Stony here. Of course, we got Bumpy. Burley, what's up? Middle Fru. Paul, what's going on, buddy? All right. Thanks, guys, for being here. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and go to this one.
All right. Well, the beer that I'm bringing is from Able Ebenezer. They're out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. That's the label on it. The name of this beer is Honey Bee. It's a blonde ale brewed with honey. So honey is the adjunct tonight. And yeah, it's another yellow colored object. So yeah, 5% ABV. It has a story on the back. Able Ebenezer always has historical stuff written. So I'll just read this real quick. Honey Bee has played a prominent role in American history dating back to the Revolutionary War. According to legend, a young girl named Charity Crabtree was alerted of an imminent attack on General George Washington from a wounded soldier. After the dying soldier delivered the message to Charity, British redcoats descended upon her. As she attempted to flee on horseback and warn George Washington, she turned over her bee skeps, which caused the honeybees to attack the pursuing British soldiers. In admiration, General Washington is quoted as saying, "It was the cackling of the geese that saved Rome, but it was the bees that saved America." As the new American nation formed, it was the honeybee and beehive that became a symbol of the industrial spirit of America. The hive, representing American mediocrity, were success. Let me see here. Am I missing stuff? Where success is earned and not inherited. In honor of those that continue to work hard every day, this beer is brewed and fermented with 60 pounds of orange blossom honey from our friends at the Ancient Fire Mead and Cider. We hope you enjoy the fruits of our labor. All right.
60
A
pounds.
long story there, but kind of chopped it up a little bit. It's hard to read when all the writing's like that.
That is a lot of book.
Let's pour this now.
Sweet miss.
Yeah, very tight white bubbled head to this. It is a straw. It's more of a straw colored kind of gold brew. Very effervescent. Tons of bubbles just flowing up through there, and extremely clear. And do you want me to keep going, or do you want to?
Go ahead. Since it's just us two, let's go through it.
Aromas. Well, it's got a bit of a bread note, and there's definitely a honey note in there as well. It's kind of like honey on bread. Beerman would like this with bananas and peanut butter.
I sure would, man. That sounds good.
Yeah, the honey shines through real nice, and the aroma's there, and it's nice that it has that kind of bread note too. So, all right, now I'm blurry.
Uh-oh. Yep. High five.
Let's get into this one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Medium body, good amount of carbonation to it. It's kind of on the higher side. Lots of honey flavor in this. Bit of that bread note still coming through from the malt. Oh, it's like there's layers of honey in this beer.
Dang, that sounds really good.
If it was just a bit thicker, I would say that there was actual like honey that I just poured into the glass. And it comes through quite nice. There's a bit of a bittering finish to it. I'd say on the mild side, but it is there. It's a bit of that kind of noble-esque type hoppiness to it. It's kind of got that floral and zesty thing going for the bittering finish. It's a nice finishing note to this beer though, because it does start off pretty sweet with that honey note. So yeah, well balanced, good drinker.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
And it's nice that the honey is there throughout, and the aromas and the flavor, because you get some beers and they say they have something in it. It's like, where?
Right.
This is definitely a honey beer for sure.
Did you mention the finish on that? Like, what was it? Did you? I might have missed it.
It's kind of got like a mild bitterness, a bit floral, zesty, like hoppiness.
Right.
To finish it out. So it doesn't finish sweet, like it starts off sweet. It finishes with that kind of bitterness, which I think kind of draws you back into maybe want to drink some more. Plus, it does have a slight drying effect on the finish as well.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. It starts off kind of medium body and
man,
like liquid honey-esque, and then it finishes kind of a slight bit dry. So,
what a winner. Nice. Yeah. Sounds good. Cool, man. Thanks, man. All right. Hey, Ron, what's up, Sutton? Cheers. Oh yeah, dude, that beer sounded good, dude. All right, cool. Let's get into this one. I got one from Elysian, and it's a goza. It's a watermelon goza, so it's using watermelon juice, I believe they said, and of course salt and then the wheat as well in there. So there would be a couple, and the salt would, I guess, be just the mineral. I don't know if that is kind of a question of mine. I don't know if that's considered an adjunct or just a additive mineral or something that they put in to salten it up a bit. But it's not that much. They don't. I think it's per 5 gallons. They put it at like the end of the boil, and towards the end, I think, and it's only like so much, and they're not overdosing it with salt, but more of a subtle. But yeah, let's get into this. This is a 4.4% exactly. Cool, and doesn't really have a day. August 3rd, so it's new. Shit, cool. So the juice, I like the juices introduced into a lot of things. I think, for the most part, I mean, you get a lot of the juicy flavors from your hops, but it's nice to have like a juice that works well. Looking at it, we have a nice finger head or so, middle fruit head. Hey, what's up, Paul? BC, what's up? Cheers, man. All right, and it looks good. It looks like a nice, like kind of a sudsy looking head, kind of foamy. Has a little bit of oiliness on the sides there. It's got a fast rising bubble, pretty effervescent. Let's get into the smell. The watermelon's definitely there through the sourness. I want to say it has kind of a tartness to the smell. Tartness, and then maybe a slight saltiness. Has a little bit of there's a little funk in it. A little funk maybe from the yeast, the malt, the wheat. You can smell the wheat. It's nice. It smells good. Looking at it, a nice hazy beer, hazy goza. Again, effervescent, fast rising bubbles. Real pretty beer. It's actually it looks like honey. Looks like yours. Cool. Let's go in for the drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's really cool. That's really cool. That the salt and the watermelon come together with this nice sweet tart kind of feel. It's very smooth. It's got a watery feel to it though. Very it's just very wet, but it also has a nice dry tart finish. That watermelon really goes through almost like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. And it's not super sour. It's totally like kind of smooth. It's just it's not bad. It's tolerable. That's really nice. Does salt soften things up a bit? Doesn't that soften water? I want to say it does. I think
They do have they do have salts that they put
to soften water. Yeah, I think because it has kind of a soft feel to it. That's why I was wondering. I don't know. It just feels softer, kind of a soft mouthfeel. The body's just
the wheat too.
Probably the wheat, yeah, too. Yeah, yep. The body's just nice and light. Yeah, this is really good. That watermelon's really coming through well. They did a really good job with mixing this. The balance is perfect. For as you kind of wouldn't the flavors you're getting and everything that you're getting through the body and stuff like that. The 4% doesn't really ring a bell. It feels more like maybe a 5. It's just got kind of a nice feel to it. I'm really happy with this, man. Hell yeah, I want to get some more. I don't think I can find it here though. I got this over in Longview. All right. Well, cool. Let's go back to Bumpy and have him explain everything of his and give a score.
The cool thing about your beer, like when Alex did the watermelon Food Friday.
Oh yeah, dude.
I did different spices, and salt worked really well with watermelon. So.
Oh, okay. That's right. You did.
Yeah,
I do remember seeing
Not
that.
as good as the Old Bay though. The Old Bay season on watermelon was amazing.
Oh yeah.
But the brew here, this honeybee, honey blonde ale, is.
I'm sorry. You're all right.
Pressure cooker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, I was pretty amazed with the amount of honey that's coming through and the aroma and the flavor. It's well balanced with that kind of the way that it changes from being sweeter up front to kind of having that mild bitterness to finish it. It all works well together with the hops are used as well. Good beer to drink for sure. Blonde ales aren't like always my favorite style of beer because they are typically a very light brew, but as far as flavors go, but when they add different adjuncts to them to bring out different flavors that they want to, like honey, or if they put fruits or whatever else they might put in there, it works well. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a top notch blonde ale, honey blonde ale, and I'm gonna give it a score of 97 out of 100.
Nice, man. That's a very good score. Cool, dude. Here, I'm gonna just go to this. Let's do that. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, that's 97's perfect. That's great. Sounds good. That really sounds good. Cool. I guess I'll go to mine. We'll do shout outs after or something. Stretch it out just a bit. Yeah, so this beer here is just an excellent goza. It's probably one of my favorite gozas I've had. The salt, the softening of the water, the wheat, the strawberries, the sweet tartness, just a very mild sourness to it. I really enjoyed this. The overall mouthfeel, the thirst quenching part of it, and that watermelon just really rang through it really nicely. Jolly Rancher candy, like just amazing. I'm gonna give this a 90. I'll go 96 out of 100. Definitely just over, just almost an A+ there. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Well, cool, man. What you got? Tell everyone what you got going on.
Well, we got the poll out for the upcoming Multi Monday. That's still up for another hour and what are we looking at here? For an hour and 40 minutes or so. The poll you can find on Beerman's community page. It's also on the last Multi Monday Live, which we just did, and I always forget what we just did.
Oh,
whatever beer it was,
too,
the last
dude.
one.
Rye?
No,
No, it wasn't the rye.
Ago. Oh, Wild Ales.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's right.
Wild
That's
Ales.
right.
So go on the Wild Ales Multi Monday stream. Just click on the description, and it will bring you to where the link is for the poll. So you have some time to still vote if you want to. 4 different fantastic styles on that poll. Let's see what wins from the next Multi Monday.
Nice.
So I'll be announcing that later on. I'll probably be over at Wildcard on Eric's channel, the Massachusetts beer reviews, I should say. So then I'll make a video. For whatever wins as well for Thursday. So you guys can have time to go out and look for that style if you'd like to, and hopefully I'll have a link that brings you to Beer Advocate's whole listing of whatever style it is. They give you a huge list of beers that fall under certain styles. Yeah.
Nice. Yep. And right, do you want me to tell everyone what the one winning now is?
If you want to.
It's the Belgian Strong Golden.
The Belgian Gons Road.
The Belgian Gons. Amber Ale's winning, or right under that though. That's good. Yeah. So that'll be an easy one to find.
Yeah.
I can't believe that wasn't on there. Well, cool, man. Yeah. With me, just the next one's gonna be a Gouda cheese for Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern next week. So everyone just bring a Gouda and beer of choice. Do your research on that one. See what best goes with that. And it can be anything too. It can be smoked. It can be aged. It can be new cheese. Whatever the heck, you can make it yourself. I don't care. Wednesday will be. We'll have 2 more of these shows. So Wednesday will be another one of these, and we'll do one after that. And then we'll go into the beer mixer, and we'll mix a couple beers together. Besides black and tans, you can also mix so many other things. So just bring a couple beers that you're willing to part with and try it out if you'd like. So 6 o'clock Eastern for that, as always here. And I've got some. I'm going to try and get into some editing a little more on my videos. So look out for some of those fun zingy ones I put together. But other than that, brewery's going good. It's just in the same standstill right now at the moment. I got tired of building. I should have ordered or had a construction worker do it for me. But anyway, that's coming along. But all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and we'll call it. I don't see anyone else coming on unless anyone wants to be here and show off an adjunct beer that we haven't shown already. But other than that, we'll go ahead and end it. You guys take care in the chat. Thank you, Bumpy. I appreciate it. Bumpy Road Brewery, everyone. All right.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks for having me.
You are welcome, man. Thanks for being here. Outro. Oh shit, I forgot I did it late. I think I did it really late.